Hey everyone, it's Influence here, bringing you a power ranking of all 9 partnered teams in the HCS following the most recent Pro Series on the 20th of January, along with events preceding it. If you enjoyed the video and want to see updated HCS power rankings, then be sure to subscribe and follow me on Twitter. Now without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so starting off our power ranking, in 9th place we have Fnatic, who are a newly formed squad. They've only played in one tournament, and that was the NA Pro Series on the 13th. Where they only finished in 9th to 12th, so I really can't justify putting them any higher than 9th, especially considering they've only had one tournament so far. So that's going to be Fnatic in bottom spot right now, although I probably think they can improve throughout the season. And next up, we've got Navi in 8th place. Navi are yet to win an EU Pro Series. They came 3rd last week. They've looked solid at times, but they just aren't able to close things out. Their highest placement in the EU Pro Series, which is arguably less competitive than the NA one, is 2nd, and they came in 7th to 8th in Raleigh, which shows that they did kind of struggle against non-EU teams. So I feel like I've got to put Navi in 8th. I do think they are a tier better than Fnatic, and they have a lot more practice than Fnatic. However, I really can't justify putting them any higher than 8th, so that's where they're going to be. And honestly, I think if Ascend, who have won most of the EU Pro Series, were here on this ranking, they'd be above Navi for sure. And next up, we have Space Station Gaming, who have finished in 7th to 8th in the last Pro Series, and have done so the past 3 weeks. However, they finished even worse at Raleigh, where they finished 9th to 12th. And they really haven't seen much stability all year long, although they have had better results than both Navi and Fnatic, so I can't put them above them. I just can't put them above 7th place, in my opinion. And in 6th, I'm going to put G2. G2 have shown signs of improvement as they came in 5th/6th last event, and they also got back-to-back 9th to 12th placements before that, which in my opinion is enough to justify them being above Space Station, as they look to be on the rise and are looking fairly stable, which Space Station haven't really. And now in 5th place, I'm going to put the Sentinels, which some people may not agree with. I feel like if there is a disagreement in this list, it's going to be swapping around Sentinels and G2, which I was fairly conflicted on myself, and I still am. Because after all, Sentinels did finish 7th/8th in the last Pro Series, which is below G2. And they did not attend the one before that, so we don't know how they would fare against G2, although G2 did only get 9th to 12th. However, Sentinels did come 4th in the Pro Series that they did attend following Raleigh, and they also got 4th at Raleigh. So I believe that's enough to justify putting them above G2, as they have looked a bit more consistent and better throughout the season so far. And although it was fairly controversial, they did win the Raleigh qualifier. Despite what you may say, they did look pretty good there. And also, the Raleigh qualifier was G2's joint highest placement as well. So I'd say that that's enough to justify putting Sentinels above G2. I'd just say they have a bit more of a proven roster than G2, obviously world champions on that roster. So yeah, I'm going to put Sentinels in 5th. Now, next up, I'm going to put EUnited at 4th. EUnited finished in 5th/6th in the last 2 Pro Series, which is a decline from their 3rd place in the Pro Series before that, and their 2nd place at Raleigh before that. However, I'd say they're still worthy of being in the top half. And we know that they're a very good and capable squad, so I believe that's enough to put them at 4th. However, they do just miss out on the top 3. Now, when it comes to the top 3, I'm going to put FaZe in 3rd, as they've been the 2nd most consistent team since they got 3rd in Raleigh, as they got 2nd place in the Pro Series afterwards, followed by 2 back-to-back 3rd place finishes after that, which I believe is enough to justify them being a top 3 team. I don't think anyone would really argue with them being in the top 3. They really have cemented themselves as a top 3 squad, although they do just miss out on the 2nd spot for me. Now for me in 2nd, it's going to have to be Optic Gaming. They did win both the pre-series preceding Raleigh and got a top seed going into Raleigh, which made many people view them as favourites for the competition. However, they disappointedly only finished in 5th/6th. And in the Pro Series afterwards, they got quite a shocking 9th to 12th place finish. However, since then, they have recovered and gotten back, as they got 2 back-to-back 2nd placements in the 2 most recent Pro Series, which I believe is enough to justify them being in 2nd, as we also know how good of a squad they were. They did fall off a bit. However, I think they're back to their winning ways now, as they've just narrowly missed out on getting the 1st spot, as Cloud9 have just been so consistent. And speaking of Cloud9, obviously I'm going to put Cloud9 in 1st place. They've been the most consistent team all year, as they got 2nd place in the Pro Series prior to Raleigh in both of them. And then they won Raleigh itself, and they have also won every single Pro Series post Raleigh. So I really don't think there's any argument you can make about Cloud9 not being the best team in the game right now. They're the hottest team right now. They've got such a good roster. I feel like that's pretty, and I really feel like that's an undisputed first spot. However, with that being said, that's my power ranking for all 9 HCS teams. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you agree or disagree? Feel free to make your own power rankings, as the list to the tier maker can be found in the description and in the comments. Be sure to subscribe and follow me on Twitter as well, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.